welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. I am your host, Bryce Jensen. I am joined today by my lovely co-host, Danner, and we are excited to bring you guys the Broncos versus Bankers rematch. And to be honest, this is going to be great. We have two really great teams lined up for you guys tonight, and one way or another, this is going to be one barn burner of a best of 7. Now, Danner, what are the two teams we have tonight for this contention?
So tonight we're going to have Boost Bros and Sarns and Friends, two ICCU teams going up against each other in a best of 7 here in Rocket League.
Honestly, best of 7 Rocket League, this is going to be great. We haven't quite seen the teams in action yet, but if the last year's Broncos versus Bankers is anything to go off of, this is going to be a great best of 7, one way or another. And honestly, we are really grateful to have ICCU sponsoring this association and everything so that we can put this on. And we're excited to have some great Rocket League games put on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, ICCU, they're a great partner with us. They're a great sponsor. I mean, they've been able to help us do what we can with this arena. I mean, look at what we've been able to do here. This is amazing.
Yeah, and, going into this matchup, I mean, we've been watching a lot of Rocket League. The Rocket League championships have wrapped up. PEC Rocket League for Boise State just recently took home the PEC championships, ending off their PEC run, but they do still have CECC later on in the month, so we're not going to be watching a whole lot more Rocket League. So what do you kind of expect out of this Broncos versus Bankers to sort of keep us going until the next Rocket League fix we get?
I know. I mean, we're kind of lackluster for Rocket League content, but honestly, I'm not really minding it. I mean, any Rocket League is fun to watch. I mean, it's good content, but regardless to what we're expecting tonight, I think I'm expecting, I don't know, the biggest thing is just how these players are going to be playing around each other, what to expect out of them, and kind of how they just play in general.
And you know what we should expect out of them? For them to follow Doc's keys to the game. In Rocket League, get the moral victory, use boost wisely, punish the double commit, and get the ball in a goal. It doesn't matter which. Well, I mean, Doc, he has some pretty good keys, but I think it kind of does matter which side of the field the ball goes into.
You know what? I think I might take those keys to the game home, and I think I might just start peeking on my own goal.
And before we get into this matchup, thanks to ICCU for their continued support of Boise State Esports. Thanks to ICCU, Boise State Esports has won multiple national championships and piled up more than 1,500 wins across its history. ICCU, looking for your daily balance. For more information, visit ICCU.com. And thank you once again for sponsoring the Boise State Esports Association.
All right, game 1 here. Do you think it's going to be close? Do you think it's going to be a blowout?
I think it's going to be close.
Yeah?
We haven't seen the teams play yet. This is going to be our first sample of what these guys have to offer. But I think it is going to be a barn burner. I think it is going to be close all the way through. I think it's going to be back and forth. I don't think we're going to see a really dominant team. From what I've heard, both of these teams are fairly close to each other, but we can't really know until they hit the pitch.
No, you really can't. All we can do is make predictions. I mean, the best we can. And off the knowledge that we have, I mean, I think that's the best judgment we can make. I think it's going to be close. If anything, like 4-2, 4-3, maybe going the distance. I guess we'll have to see. It's really just going to be up to par to see what happens here, and especially in the first game. First game is always going to be the telltale sign of, like, all right, who's the stronger team, who has the best coordination, and who's going to be the most decisive ones going into the series.
We may not know the specific skills of each player, but we do know one thing that they're good at: getting the ball into a goal. We're not sure which goal yet.
Hopefully
but
they're good at that.
I mean, I'd hope they're good, unless they decide to triple stack in the goal for a bit of defensive play, like we saw a few times in Boise State's bracket run for Rocket League. But you never know. It did tend to work out for them. I mean, the more people you have in the goal, the less space they can make goals in. It works out.
What's that saying? Is from Mr. Miyagi from karate. It's like Karate Kid. The best offense is the strongest defense, or something like
that. The best offense is a good defense.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I don't need to attack you if I'm already one goal up and we just turtle in here and you can't do anything.
Yep. would be cool if we see some, like out of pocket plays, like some random cookser pinch, or maybe like a team pinch or team play, or I don't even know. But regardless, we're gonna get going here. We got Boost Bros and Sarno and friends in game one.
And it looks like Sarno himself has come out to play. Unfortunately, Swift does miss just barely, but Liquidy is going to run that asset right into the goal. Liquid assets, or he liquidated the asset, being the ball, giving an early lead.
Very fitting
Sarno.
names. And honestly, a very fitting lead going into it. Sarno and friends is going to be able to get the first one here. Liquidy making a great play here with the clear, and then the read off the backboard onto the second kickoff. Sarno almost getting a really quick one.
Yes.
Sweet, making it to the backboard. That one's going to be sent all the way back, and Sarno has to collect here on the backboard.
Yeah, unfortunately, friends were not able to keep it up. They're going to have to give it to Sarno. Shot to the center, but Armadillo manages to get the ball without jumping, like his name would suggest. Swift taking the ball right towards the goal, manages to play it off the edge. Liquidy unable to get it in, though. Off the edge, not quite able to get anything done. Liquid Armadillo looking to play some defense, but the ball goes to the corner, and it's going to be a little bit easier for the Boost Bros to get this back on offense.
A dead even ball right now. After that first goal, we really haven't seen too much out of it. Sweet in the midfield, able to grab that mid boost from Scarlet. High jumping, trying to go up for it quick. He able to get it clear to Sarno, try to get it clear out. Maybe pass out to Liquidy, he's going to be able to send it high. Not the best chain of events that can happen, but eventually they do get it downfield to the Boosters half. Get a Sweet, I should say, to Sarno. Sneaking to the corner, maybe getting another read off the backboard. Not going to happen. And Liquidy just keeping the pressure on for Sarno and friends. Able to get some going. Liquidy with the demo is able to just continue this.
Yeah, just from the looks of things, Jumpin' Armadillo does seem to be the linchpin of their strategy, but Liquidy getting a good shot on goal, just a little bit too far to the right. Swift gets another demo onto Scarlet Apple. Apparently, the Ford Raptor he's rocking is not strong enough to withstand the demolition. Jumpin' Armadillo, though, going to get the save. Scarlet Apple right back in the fray, taking it straight back to the center field. Sarno, though, gets the ball, takes it to the center. Liquidy ready to get it, and he missed! Swift makeout, quick to correct the mistake, but unfortunately just a bit too high. Jumping Armadillo forcing Sarno and friends back to the defensive side. No one's able to take the ball, and it looks like Liquidy is going to take this asset right back to the middle. We got to use banking terms.
Got to use banking terms?
Yeah, we got to try and use banking terms. It doesn't matter how many terms we use, though. It's not going to stop Sarno from getting another goal.
Now they're going to slot this one into the ATM, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes.
Getting themselves a 2-0 lead now. 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. This is going to be quite the lead here out of Sarno and friends. I mean, almost half the game gone and only 2 goals scored. I mean, this is kind of what you want to see out of, I mean, I'm sure Sarno and friends, they're happy. They're going to be happy with this lead, I should say. Took around with a great 50, cutting that one off. Sarno not quite pouncing on that opportunity quite yet. Sweet, gonna go up for it. It's going to get the shot on. And just barely passing the halfway mark. Sarno and friends is going to get a 3rd goal.
Yeah, it looks like Sarno and friends are looking to take this game at above MSRP. If Boost Bros wish to get a good market resale, they're going to need to find a few more goals here. Keep this close. We are just under the halfway point. Jumpin' Armadillo does manage to get the first touch, but with no boost, Swift is able to get it right back over to their side of the field.
Almost like a team pinch. I don't think it quite landed. This one off the backboard, though, Scarlet. Able to get us sent out only as far as Sarno, though. Sweet, trying to make a cut onto this one. Not going to happen. Fall down to the corner here. Bros, they need a clear. They need an opportunity on net right now. But Sweet's going to be able to jump on that one very quickly.
Yeah,
going to get them a 4-goal lead here. Just under 2 minutes left. Might even close the game out.
Yeah, 4 minutes or 4 points in just under 3 minutes. Boost Bros really need to find a way to step up their defense just a little bit, keeping it on their side. They're really good at getting the first touch, but they can't really make use of it due to having no boost. Liquidy playing off that 100 boost on the left side, trying to get something done, but Jumpin' Armadillo quick to reciprocate with the shot back to middle. Scarlet Apple and Little Winks trying to get it over to the corner, but Sarno is just right there helping his friends out. You know, we all need a friend like Sarno, but Swift Miss, it's a pretty good shot, but Jumpin' Armadillo with the save of the century is going to prevent the lead from expanding.
Ooh, this one's gonna fall down.
Again!
Almost getting the read. Sweet not able to get that one. And I'm actually gonna touch on a point you made just a minute ago. You were talking about how Boost Bros needs to up their defense. I think it's the complete opposite. I think their defense is doing pretty fine right now. It's a matter of them getting a clear and then an offense. I think their offense needs to be more on point, more controlling, and this one might be an opportunity. No, look who's going to take this one away. Looking for the double off the backboard. No, sends it to corner. Sweet, trying to send it mid. Jumping around, able to control it to the sidewall, trying to get the clear going, trying to get some offense going, just like we were talking about. And there's an opportunity for Scarlet. It's going to be bounced off the bottom right corner. Make out sending this one long. And with time crunching down, 45 seconds left on the clock and 4 goals needed, I don't think this is going to be it for Boost Bros.
You know, there's still a shot, 40 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to do something very quick, though. Scarlet Apple does get the clear back over to the defending side, or to Sarno's side, but he's going to take that ball straight back to center, intercepted by Scarlet. Makeout is going to take the ball right to the score. Oh, Scarlet Apple manages to get the defense just in time, too.
Wide, Sweet with a shot. That one's going to float towards net. Lil getting a save, and this one, ooh, luckily getting saved up for Boost Bros, able to keep it down. Instead of 5 goals, they're going to keep it at 4, and I think they're going to take this next minute to kind of recoup and figure out what they can do in Game 2 of this best of 7.
Oh yeah, first round does go to Sarno and friends, and just looking at the shot counter, 85% of total shots, and I think you are right. I was wrong in my assumption. They needed to get off of the defense and play a bit better on the offensive side. But with Makeout, look at did you see how many shots he had onto the goal? Yeah,
he was kind of the offensive menace there for Sarno and friends. I mean, when you look at someone, when you're looking at an offense, you want to see someone that's able to pile on shots, keep pressure on, and I think that's going to be him.
Yeah, I think that what we saw there was a little bit too defensive play. I mean, we were saying how you could stack 3 people, but if you can never get on the offense to give yourself the lead, it doesn't really matter how many people you stack in the goal. There's a good shot that you don't win that in the end anyways. But currently, Boost Bros, they're looking to build some equity. They're down on their luck. Their credit score is down in the 200s. They're going to need to take out a loan, do something to get their score up a little bit higher to bring this back to a 1-1. But moving into map 2, we got to see Boost Bros get more on that offense and hopefully make that defensive strategy work. As they have shown, it does work. They held them off from scoring for 2 minutes.
Exactly. And if you can hold out for that long, then that just means all you need to do is clear. If you can get a clear and an offense going, that means that you can relieve pressure off of yourself, get more resources in your tank, and potentially get more goals on the board.
Yeah. Speaking of resources, Jumpin' Armadillo and Makeout both going to use all of their boost right at the beginning. Lil Winks trying to get to the ball first, but
oh!
Wow! I think we got a real menace. We were talking about Makeout being a top-tier menace, but Liquidy is proven to be a real thorn in their side. Yeah, just watch this.
Gets the redirect touch, too. I wasn't expecting a flip reset right off the bat here in Game 2. Only 15 seconds in. Sarno looking... They already did repeat what they did in the first game. They were able to get a quick goal. Now they're going to be hoping to continue that now. Armadillo from the corner. 50'd it with Makeout. Now Liquidy sending it to the backboard from the corner. Mid for a teammate. Not going to happen. Sarno taking his time here. Actually misses the mid boost there. So he's not going to have anything to follow up on with this one. But Makeout getting a shot on. What a great save and a follow-up.
Oh,
Sarno on target. Scarlet wasn't ready. And Sarno and friends are going to get a second one.
Oh, Lil, I think that was Scarlet Apple. Your suspension isn't that good. You can't jump that high, but oh man, really too high to save with the jump. You would have had to use resources, and sometimes it's a little bit hard when you're trying to react to it. Scarlet Apple does get the first touch, moves it over to Sarno and friend's side, but unfortunately no one to follow up. Jumpin' Armadillo with a shot, blocked by Sarno.
Sidewall, going to be 50 with Scarlet, and this one might be an opportunity for Scarlet to get it on target. No, he's going to be sending it to the other corner. Armadillo couldn't quite 50 it with Liquidy. Now Liquid just chasing. He's grabbing that corner on the side of Boost Bros. Maybe getting a demo. No, he's going to miss that one. He's just kind of chasing this one down.
Armadillo really needs
He's like,
to
I need
get
to
away.
get out of here. Get this guy away from me.
He's hunting like armadillos are going out of season.
Regardless, Sarno and friends, they're going to be keeping this lead going, and they're going to be pretty comfortable going into this 3 minute and 40 seconds left.
And Makeout manages to another shot on goal. Jumping Armadillo does get up there to save. Brings it right back to the center. Liquidy, though, in possession. Passes it over to Sarno, but Jumping Armadillo with the intercept, and almost a shot by Makeout. Just a little bit too far to the left. Makeout once again with the ball. Jumping Armadillo takes it right back to the center. Sarno quick to intercept, taking it right back to where it started. Is this Rocket League or ping pong? Jumping Armadillo, Scarlet Apple right back with the ball, and Liquidy misses. It is just Sarno left to defend for now. Makeout does make it back to the goal, but Jumping Armadillo isn't quite able to get it over. Makeout going to take it back again. That ball is on a direct trajectory towards the goal. Armadillo there with the save.
Great save there. Now Sarno's turn, banging this one back. Ooh, Liquidy with a redirect attempt. He tries for it, and it's going to bounce on target. Great save out of Scarlet, but now it's Swift's turn, sending it on target, leaving it for a teammate. Liquidy sending it high. Couldn't quite get a shot on, and Sarno trying to get the follow-up attempt, but gets 50'd out to the corners. Could quite get a shot on target. Liquid sending it high. Great save out of Armadillo from the backboard. Sarno keeping the pressure going into the corner now. Little awkward here, but he still ends up getting a touch on the ball. Armadillo has to get it cleared out, but with 0 boost, can't make much more than that touch.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even need a demolition. All you need is a little bit of a nudge to throw people off their groove, and we're seeing that in spades with Armadillo. Makeout almost with the shot, but off the crossbar, and the Boost Bros are going to be able to clear it. It won't go in the goal on that trajectory, but it is off of their backs for the time being. Sarno does take the ball right back. Lil Wings is unable to get to it, but Scarlet Apple, he scored it on accident. An own goal, and Sarno takes the credit.
Well, I guess to Doc's keys of the game, doesn't matter what net you score on, as long as you score. And Scarlet right now, getting one on the board.
Ooh. Oh, man. He's gonna receive a little bit of flack from the Boost Bros about that one. But Sarno and friends expanding their lead to a very comfortable 3-0. Jumping Armadillo with an early touch, but Sarno's going to stop it right in its tracks. Oh no, Armadillo stopped the ball. Oh no, Lil Winks had a good shot on that too. Makeout's going to try pass it to the center, but it is quickly blocked by the Boost Bros. And now Liquidy's playing a little bit of defense on Sarno's side. Oh, a demo though. No gold. Scarlet Apple taking the ball to the center. Jumping Armadillo's going to end up with it. He's going to take it in the air. Is someone going to get to it? No, but off the side. Lil Winks with the ball, though, is going to go to the center. Or to the side, not the center.
Yeah, it's all right. Regardless, though, Boost Bros actually getting some pressure going, but Makeout setting this one long, almost on target before Jumping Armadillo gets the save. Makeout with a touch in the corner, making it awkward for some of these Boost Bros players. And now we're under a minute left. Once again, Boost Bros in the same position as Game 1. They are down by several goals. Goose egg again to their name, and they need something now if they want to have a chance of winning this one. But Flipper set out. Sarno's going to bounce at the post. Oh, no.
Oh, feels bad. Just barely too far to the right, and Jumping Armadillo is going to try and save it, but he can't get to it. Scarlet Apple misses it as well. Lil Winks does manage to get it, but quickly blocked out by Makeout. Is Sarno and friends going to find another goal? Not if Jumping Armadillo has anything to say about it. They're not. They're still keeping up the pressure. Liquidy with the shot. Scarlet Apple redeeming himself with the save. Liquidy trying to get this ball back. Scarlet Apple taking it to the center. Blocked by Sarno on the 100 boost. Jumping Armadillo going to take it away. 9 seconds left. I think it's pretty safe to say that Sarno and friends are going to win this. But can the Boost Pros find one shot in to sort of save their momentum? A demo onto Liquidy from Jumping Armadillo. All Sarno and friends have to do is get this to the ground, but they're gonna keep trying for shots, and that's going to be it. After 2 save attempts, Sarno and friends take this 3-0.
They sure do. Now going 7-0. 7 unanswered goals on the side of Sarno and friends.
One less than last time.
That's still 7 unanswered. Boost Bros have yet to get anything on the board quite yet. I mean, I just want to count Scarlet's shot.
I mean, I would count it. I mean, it was in Doc's keys to the game.
Yeah, technically.
It doesn't matter what side it's on as long as it's in the goal.
Yeah, there's that. And then it comes to the technicality where it is a set 7-0 over for the overall series score. Now halfway to a 4-0 sweep for Sarno.
Yeah, I mean, Sarno and Friends has proven that they are really good at just the fundamentals of Rocket League. We saw the flip resets, we saw a few pinches here and there, and a lot of really great teamwork between every single one of those players. But I feel, have you ever seen that short with Lance Sterling, the guy in the goalie, where every time they kick a penalty kick, it just hits him in the face and bounces back, and he's saved.
Scott Sterling!
I feel like for most of that round, it was like the Scott Sterling skit. Like, oh, it's off the crossbar. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Oh, it's to the right. Oh, it's to the left.
I love those Studio C skits. Oh, I miss those. Those are funny. There's another one where it's volleyball. They just pop his face again and again. Oh, it's so funny.
And then they
it's like,
I don't know why, but that is what was coming to my brain every time I saw that. It was like,
that's funny.
Scarlet jumping armadillo again, bounced off him, but now we going in to the third round to bring this to match point for Sarno and Friends if they manage to get this. I'm going to cut out the pirate accent now.
Yeah.
Jumping Armadillo taking the ball, trying to get it away from Sarno, but he is playing this. He does not want to give up that ball. Make out, trying to get the ball back. Scarlet Apple going to take this one to the middle, passing it over to Jumping Armadillo, but quickly intercepted by Makeout. Right back to the goal. Liquidy misses the aerial.
Yeah, you kind of went from Scottish to pirate real quick. It was kind of interesting. This one's going to float towards the end. What a great save out of Armadillo. This one's going to be popped up for Makeout. Almost gets the double out of the corner. Now it's going to be Sarno's turn. From the sidewall, going to be looking for a power shot. Actually going to take it up for an air dribble. Pass it out to Liquidy. Looking for the shot. It's going to be dunked out and saved by a little wink. Scarlet keeping this one close. He's going to be looking for a clear. Instead, it's going to be jumping Armadillo. Sending it long. Sarno with a great clear. And he's going to be bouncing off the corner shot on off the backboard. Right now, it's pretty even. This is the longest we've gone without a first goal. Now crossing the 1 minute mark. ICU Boost Bros looking to change the narrative of this series and get the first goal for them.
Liquidy taking the ball to the center, passed over. Sarno unable to reciprocate the ball into the goal. Little Winks trying to take it away. Liquidy with the ball off the crossbar. Oh, unfortunate shot from Liquidy. Makeout trying to keep it on that side. Sarno misses the ball entirely. Makeout once again misses. Scarlet Apple trying to take the ball away. Jumping Armadillo is going to stop it in the midfield, and it is just a fight for ball control as Liquidy and Makeout take it up top, off the crossbar once again. Little Winks trying to hit the ball, bounces under it. Armadillo's going to take it away, and Makeout's going to get demoed before he can get back to defend.
I think they tried to go for like the 2v1 demo offense there, try to get something going for Boost Bros, but right now it's gonna be Liquidy trying to read that one, but maybe off the backboard, no, Makeout couldn't get anything going. Sarno is all the way back, taking his sweet time, getting that corner boost, and the back pass comes out. Pop up into an air dribble, maybe another flip reset forehand. Instead, he's gonna look for the double. It's gonna be pinched high. Now Scarlet with another clear for Boost Bros, still 0 goals scored here, closing in on halfway.
Jumping Armadillo going to get the ball back on the Boost Bros side, looking to create a good opening. And this might be what we need to see. A comeback, but a shot from Sarno is going to put the first point on the board just above the halfway point. What a shot from downtown. Just gave it a little love tap. And unfortunately, no one was quite in the way. We saw a really great defense out of Boost Bros, but you can't really defend when you're all on the offensive side.
Not quite, and sometimes those simple clears are all that it takes. Right now, we're gonna keep it going though. Liquidy from the backboard, sending it out. Actually gets 50'd by Armadillo. Great touch out of him, and it gets a bump on one. Scarlet needs to get the shot on target. Not gonna happen. Make out. Great control into the sidewall. Doesn't get the mid boost, but maybe a pass out to Liquidy, floating in the air. Right now, Sarno and Friends, they just need to hold out for 2 minutes, and if they can do that, then they'll be on quadruple match point.
Jumping Armadillo almost gets it in the goal, but Liquidy just right there to make sure none of that can happen. Makeout trying to take it back towards the goal. Can he find a setup to get his in for his team? Sarno blocked by Scarlet Apple. Can't get around him, and without quite enough speed to go supersonic, you also can't grab the demo either. Liquidy also bounced away before being able to get to the ball, but Sarno is able to get a shot on goal. Jumping Armadillo, though, he is ready to take that away.
Out. Now sending that one long to the corner. Bounce it off the sidewall. Almost tries to get a demo into Scarlet, make him awkward. But Scarlet's going to keep with this one, popping it wide. Jumping Armadillo there, making sure they can keep the Boost Bros offense alive. Sarno, though, actually misses the corner boost and has to play that 50 out, and now floats down with 0 in his tank. Ooh, Sarno and friends, they almost look like they might be crumbling here late in the game. But with a 1-0 lead, they still have an opportunity here. Pass out mid for makeout. It's going to be shot on and in! Far right post, and Sarno and friends increase the overall series lead to 9-0.
And I believe this is Makeout's first actual goal. He's had a lot of shots, but no goals quite yet.
I want to say he had a goal in one of the previous games.
I didn't recognize the goal animation, so maybe that's on me. Scarlet Apple is going to be there to save the ball. Thank goodness he was there, too. I don't think the other two could have quite gotten there, but luckily they have their trusted goalie. But can he get back for swift makeout? Nope, it's off the side. Trying to play it off there. Armadillo getting it around, sneaking it past Sarno. Actually, no, not quite. He is able to get around to it, off to the corner once again, grabbing that 100 boost, playing it in the air, looking for a pin. Ooh! What a play out of Sarno, sneaking it into that bottom right corner.
I need the speedometer on that one. I need to see how fast that one was. That was a great ground pinch right over the head of Scarlet and then jumping. He had no time to react to that pinch. Perfect slot into the bottom right corner.
Although with that kind of driving, I don't think you qualify for those safe driving loans that you would get otherwise.
No.
Oh no, makeout!
No, but you do qualify for a win here.
Yeah,
with 40,
you do qualify.
40 seconds left, quadruple match point. They're going to put the lead up to 4-0, and most likely putting this game out of reach for Boost Bros.
Yeah, and if they do end up pulling this one out, this will be it'll end up at match point. It is a best of 7. Swift Makeout looking to expand the lead by one more. Grabs that 100 boost, takes it up top like he's done so many times before, but Sarno's preemptive. Isn't able to get to the ball, and it bounces off the top. Little Winks is able to get it back, taking it over to their side. Sarno, quick to reciprocate, not going to let that slip away. Scarlet Apple doubling back, trying to deal with Sarno, but he can't get to it, and Makeout with the hat trick.
Makeout with a hat trick, and the highest goal and the highest score we've seen yet this series with a 5-0. Easily closing out this game, going into game 4, but now Boost Bros, they are looking at the face of defeat right now, closing out on this match point, but now they need to try and fight for the reverse sweep opportunity. And if they can play like they did in the first, what was it, two and a half minutes,
yeah,
then they can have an opportunity to get something on the board here.
Honestly, even just putting 1 point on the board is going to do so much for them. But here we go. Sarno and friends manages to close out round 3 in a 5-0 victory. And total shots, I think that one says it all right there.
Yeah, that's not the prettiest sight to see. But, I mean, their defense is going good. They're getting saves. They're able to keep some shots out. It's just a matter of them.
They can't get on the offense. Yeah, their defense is almost perfect. I mean, we saw a few flaws when they try to overextend, but they just can't seem to keep the ball on Sarno and friends' side. I'm not sure if it's Sarno or his friends who are doing the best job at playing that defense. If anything, it's probably his friends because, I mean, I've seen Sarno maybe twice this round, but he's always delivering the ball and never I don't think he got very many saves. But point of the matter is they need to find a way past the defense there. Sarno may not be great at defense, but his friends, they sure are.
They are the ones to watch out for. But another thing to watch out for is this sweep potential. Quadruple match point for Sarno and friends. They're going to be going into this game 4 with a lot of confidence and a lot of hope behind them to hopefully make this one quick and easy.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's the best thing you can hope for, to make things quick. You just go, keep your momentum up, but at the same time, on the side of on the Boost Bros side of things, it's a lot more fun if you score at least 1 goal, and we saw an evolution in their strategy, so maybe we'll see them do maybe just a goal here. That's sometimes all you
we can
really
hope
need.
for.
Sarno taking the ball up to the side, isn't able to get a play off of it. Scarlet Apple playing that corner. Lil Winks is going to get the 100 boost before anyone from Sarno and friends. Fake out with the shot on goal, blocked by Jumpin' Armadillo. who has lived up to his name, being a very defensive player. Makeout missing the shot, just barely up top. Scarlet Apple not quite able to pass it over to the middle. Liquidy with the shot on goal. Jumping Armadillo almost gets it, but the double tap from Liquidy is able to put it in.
Yeah, he gets that initial shot on. That one's floating toward Jumping. He has to make the save, and he does, but it's a dunk into the corner. They're going to secure that first goal, and Sarno and friends, technically that's all they need to win this one out, but are they going to stop? Absolutely not.
Nope, Lil Winks looking to take this ball to the other side. Jumping Armadillo once again playing in the goal. What a
this might be dangerous.
Oh, Jumping Armadillo doesn't have enough boost. Oh, if he had a full tank, he might have been able to get that one too. Nobody was playing defense on Sarno and friends. Lil Winks looking to take this one away, but Makeout's pushing it right in front of the goal. Scarlet Apple is able to clear out the rest of the team. Liquidy with the shot, bounces up top. Lil Winks looking to take this away. Sarno hitting it with his forehead instead of the front of the car, but he is able to still keep it on the side of the Boost Bros. They are once again playing that defense just like they have for most of this game. Lil Winks with the shot. Scarlet Apple shot on goal, but Sarno proving that he is the defensive player of him and his friends.
You know, making sure they can keep their own offense up in this game. Sweet, maybe a disconnect. Looked like he was pretty AFK there. Oh, he's back.
Nah, he just needed a refuel. He needed to refill his gas using his ICCU credit card.
Well, there you go. Well, now continuing down to the other end of the field. Liquidy controlling one. Gets around. It's a play around one. Taking it into the corner. Shot on net. Looking for the double tap. Not going to happen. Maybe pass up to Sarno, though. It's going to be short and make out with the... Oh,
why is he waiting?
They're taking the time on this. Honestly, that's probably smart. You're already up by one, so why not milk the clock?
That is true. You only need to win by one.
All you need to do. As long as you're in the lead, don't take it to overtime. Leave some of that stress back home.
Yeah, ball bouncing around in the midfield. Liquidy, though, is able to clear it over to the Boost Pro side, and Liquidy able to find a completely open net in the process.
Completely open net and completely free of charge.
The one time Jumping Armadillo decided to uncurl. Left his belly exposed.
Yeah, we're going to be approaching halfway, though. Sarno and friends with a 2-0 lead. Liquidy now from the corner. Great control. Flip to the backward. Looking for the double. Oh, gets the connection. Not going to happen, though. Makeout has to play this one very safe into the corner. Grabs the corner boost. Doesn't go immediately for the ball, except for now. Able to get over a few. This one's going to bounce. He needs help from a teammate, but nobody's there. And Boost Bro is able to just wipe the slate clean with that one. Hopefully.
That ball is passed in front of the goal so many times, but nobody was there, unfortunately. Lil Winks is able to take it away and get a demo on the way out. His friends could not save him. Sarno, unfortunately, got demoed, but he's back now, ready to make some plays. Makeout with the shot on goal, blocked by Armadillo. Still up in the air. Sarno trying to take it away, but a bump from Jumping is going to keep him grounded.
Approaching a minute and 45. This is going to be crunch time for Boost Bros if they want to have a chance at winning this one out, keeping the reverse sweep chance alive. They need to get one on the board soon so that they can go to the next kickoff and get something going. But this shot out of Sarno just beats out everybody. And with a minute and 30 seconds left, that means Boost Bros are going to need a goal every 30 seconds.
You know, they can do it.
Anything's possible.
They can do it. They got one goal earlier. They can, or they got one shot.
Okay, I was gonna say
the Boost Bros got a shot. I mean, they just have to put the ball in the goal, not next to it.
Yep. Oh, but a double tap on Liquidy is gonna go right on in. Oh my, not wasting any time off the kickoff.
And giving him a hat trick as well. The second hat trick of this series. What a good double tap too. Honestly, you couldn't really ask for a cleaner double tap when it comes to that. Just right over the forehead of the defender. Going into what could be the last volley, Lil Winks is going to take it over to that left side, followed up by Liquidy with the bicycle. Swift Makeout going to try and take it to the goal, but Jumping Armadillo taking it straight back away. Scarlet Apple looking for an aerial, unfortunately bumped by Sarno, not quite able to get there. Boost Bros just need a good piece of momentum to move this thing forward. Make out with the shot on goal, taking it to the side. Scarlet Apple going to bring it right back over. We are in Sarno and Friends territory, folks. Liquidy taking it right back to the center. Not going to leave it there for long. Lil Winks and Jumpin' Armadillo. Combined effort to take this ball right back to center, but they just can't deal with Liquidy sitting up there. Liquidy does get a shot, but it's off to the left. Not quite able to get in.
Not quite, but that just burns so much more time. 36 is left on the clock, and with 4-0 on the board, I mean, there's not much else you can really do here. Sarno and Friends are going to perfect sweep Boost Bros. I mean, with 20 seconds left, they need to, if they can get one goal on the board, they can take that title away from them. But as it stands, this is going to be a perfect sweep. No goals scored for Boost Bros, and a clean sweep out of Sarno and Friends. Regardless, great series out of both of these teams. And congrats to Sarno and Friends.
Wait, is this not going to be a clean sweep? Oh, the shot's on goal. Liquidy taking it away. It's still in the air. There's still a chance. The demo goes through. Scarlet Apple trying to take this away. We are back in Boost Bros territory. We're just looking for one goal from the Boost Bros. Shot not there. No. Liquidy takes the final goal of the match. And Sarno and Friends take this game 5-0 in a clean, unscored 4-0 sweep.
That is the perfect sweep right there. Nothing scored on that end, and honestly, you can't be feeling any better.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it was better for Boost Bros than last time. They got one shot on goal. It's one more than they got last time.
Regardless, though, congratulations to Sarno and Friends for winning this ICCU and Broncos matchup.
Yeah, I mean, what a game from both sides. We saw a really defensive team and a really offensive team go up together. The unstoppable force versus the immovable object. But unfortunately, just like the story, the unstoppable force did prevail in that. So, I mean, it just sort of depends. There were some things that could have been done a little better. And, I mean, for one, Sarno and Friends was really struggling to get the ball into the goal. They weren't struggling getting shots on the goal.
No.
They were kind of struggling to get it in the goal itself.
Oh, regardless, I mean, they both played their hearts out. And honestly, it kind of turned the narrative of what we thought was going to happen. We thought it was going to be close. We thought it was going to be like 4-2, 4-7, or 4-3. We thought it was going to go the distance, but no, we're going to get a sweep on the day.
A 4-7? How would that work? Wait, a best of 15. That's how that would work.
I don't want to.
Oh wait, no, that's a best of 13.
I never want to think about that.
Well, once again, thank you to ICCU and your continued support of the Boise State Esports program. We hope that you guys had just as much fun watching this game as the players had playing it, and as we had casting it as well. We appreciate the support of ICCU, and we encourage you to check out their website if you're at all interested in any banking needs. Until next time, we'll catch you later. Looks like Sarno himself has come out to play. Unfortunately, Swift does miss just barely, but Liquidy is going to run that asset right into the goal. Liquid assets. Or he Liquid is sent out.
As far as Sarno, though, Sweet trying to make a cut onto this one. Not going to happen. Ball down to the corner here. They need an opportunity on net right now. But Sweet's going to be able to jump on that one.
The Boost Bros are going to be able to clear it. It won't go in the goal on that trajectory, but it is off of their backs for the time being. Sarno does take the ball right back. Lil Winks is unable to get to it, but Scarlet Apple, he scored it on accident. An own goal, lived up to his name, being a very defensive player. Make out, missing the shot, just barely up top. Scarlet Apple not quite able to pass it over to the middle. Liquidy with the shot on goal. Jumpin' Armadillo almost gets it, but the double tap from Liquidy.
Boost Bros, if they want to have a chance at winning this one out, keeping the reverse sweep chance alive, need to get one on the board soon. Then they can go to the next kickoff and get something going. But the shot out of Sarno just beats out everybody. And with it.